Dear Marco's diary. Please don't be angry. Actually thought keeping video diaries would be better than writing them down, because like I said, I do not like writing. Tell me why I did the first video, posted it, I was like, okay, yes, girl power, go. Did the second one and I've not posted it till today. Now I'm even wondering whether I should post it or whether I should not post it. No, but this is not good enough. But new year, new me. Look at me, new year, new me in April. But it's never too late to change. So yeah, how have you been? Well, you're a diary, so you've been where I left you. Sorry about that, by the way. I sincerely thought I would be able to do this every week, but then in my defense, life happened. A couple of things have happened here and there. Nobody business has been going or not. Life wants to happen and affect my business care. So I'm trying my best to just keep up on that. So don't worry, I'll give you the gist about the business very soon. So yeah, life happened, and then I guess a lot of procrastination came in the way. See, procrastination is the thief of time. I don't know if I've heard that somewhere before, but this is me saying it now. Procrastination is a thief, a big thief. Tell me why it was like 1st of January when I was saying, oh, I'll post that video that I already made. So maybe sometime in December was when I made that video. Tell me why I was saying that I was going to post it in January, and this is April, in fact, end of April, and I haven't posted it. So now I don't even know if I should bother posting it, or if I should just go ahead and post this one and just discard that one. My time. Doesn't matter, Jerry. Let's start afresh, start anew. So yeah, what has been happening? It's a new year now, so and this is already April, so a lot of things have happened. Time has gone by. I've learned a lot of things. I've gathered a lot of experiences, and don't worry, just do like this. I'm about to share them. Yeah, just like checking if it's still on. Okay, so the last time I did this was it in November, this video diary thing, and then as at that time we had just started and we had done twice or so. I'd done it twice. I done it twice. So I'm happy to announce that we have tripled the quantity that we started with. Let's assume we started with 3 tons, which we actually started with. We're now doing 9. So yay! So what has been happening? Well, I wrote a list as usual of things I'm going to talk about in this video. Fun fact, I wrote this list last year, but the next video, no, was it last year or earlier this year? Was when it was earlier this year. I was just jotting down a few things I would like to share on my video diary session, and yeah, that's how I came up with this list of things to talk about. So up at the top part I have procrastination, and I really need to work on it. You know what, I feel like a remedy for that would be to just stand up and do it. Like, if I need to do something, which was what I actually did today, right now as I'm recording this video, and the moment I'm done with this video, I'm just going to post it immediately. Yeah, I'm going to post it immediately, and so that I don't give any gap in between. I say, oh no, maybe I'll put it tomorrow, maybe I'll edit it, and then I'll just post it immediately so that I don't have to waste my time. Same thing with my TikTok. I also made a TikTok video. This was last year though, December, of the last batch of the year that I was doing, and a very detailed video where I was even measuring the oil, because sometimes we have shortages. So you have to like measure to know how many liters you lost or you didn't get out of the kernels. And you also need to like measure it, because it's in drums, and those drums are way bigger than the quantity that is acknowledged as a drum. So a drum is 225 liters, but I think the drum that we use at the factory is about 250 or so. So we actually use a measuring stick ruler thingy, one makeshift ruler, measuring ruler thing, to just measure the actual quantity of the oil. So I did that myself, made some videos, detailed video. I did not put the voice over, and I did not post it on TikTok, and this is April. But that one I think I will post. I will post that one. Okay. So this new year, my jotting I wrote New Year same me. Actually, New Year same me, because the year started in January on the 1st, and I just slept the night before and I woke up, which was unlike me. Normally I would join a service or maybe even actually go to church. My defense family was always around, but I was kind of like alone this year, so it wasn't the same. So I just woke up the next day. I was like, oh, it's January 1st, so happy New Year, blah, blah. But which is why I said New Year same me, right? But there are new goals for the year. I won't really call them new goals, it's just like a continuation of the goals I had. And then on the top of my list for my goals for this year was to really, really try my best to set up a factory this year. So you know that we're using what we're doing right now is called what I'm doing right now is called contract crushing. So meaning that I don't own a factory yet. So I just like there's a particular factory I use, Sha. So I just join the queue. So when I get my kernels, when my kernels arrive, they just take it to the factory straight. Like when they're delivering it, they deliver it to the factory, and then I just wait till it's my turn, and then they do mine and rinse and repeat the whole procedure. But what I've noticed that has done for me, especially right now, is that it has kind of like slowed down my process. So I want to be able to do the cycle, because we already do 9 tons at once. So the plan is to do it like as many times as you can in a month. And right now I'm just only able to do it once, and I would really like to do it more than once, but the factory is not really a big one, so and then its capacity is not really that large, so it's not like I say we can crush hundreds of tons in a month. So it's really not easy for me to hit that benchmark, which I have in my mind, which I'm really, really looking at doing, like 18, 20 and above tons in a month. But right now I'm only doing 9, right? So yeah, that is one challenge. And so a major plan for this year was to get a factory, but I had to take a step back and reevaluate some certain things. So I had to give myself some time in the business to just learn more, because I was just sitting and I was thinking, I was like, I just started this thing in October. So it's not like as if I've been there for a long time. So I know that there are things I need to learn. So I was like, okay, you know what? I will take a step back and learn the things I need to learn. Get familiar with some certain things, make some relationships, get some insights from the people that already have factories, and just like learn a few things, of which I have actually learned a few things. So one, when it comes to the setting up of the factory, you need to like put it in a very good location. And what makes up a good location? Just accessibility and light. Sounds very easy, right? But that light thing is very, very, very important, because if you're running on a generator, for instance, it's really going to be eating into the like your profit, or like the expenses are going to be way higher because you'll be doing the diesel, and then you still be doing NEPA bill, and then it has to be a big gen so I can be able to carry all those equipment, all those machines. So that's one thing. So I just decided to like take a step back, and then buying all those machines are not easy. And I noticed another thing, that factory hands are not really stable. So so they always leave. Like sometimes they just from especially with the factory that I use, I've noticed that they leave after a while. But there's a factory right beside it that the guy there has been there for a very long time. But it's not really easy to find people like that. And I was thinking, and I'm like, it could be because the um, processes are too stressful for them. So there's a lot of heavy lifting. First of all, the bags of kernels when they arrive, although they're not the ones that offload those ones, you pay people to offload them from the truck for you. But because it doesn't go into the dryer straight away, it's stored on the ground somewhere. And then when it's now time for them to take it into the dryer, they have to carry those things on their backs or on their heads. And I just find it very, very stressful. I know that they're strong, that's why they can do it, but there's only so much the human body can take. I feel like that could be one of the major reasons why they don't really stay. So if and when I'm setting up my factory, I need to look for ways to make the processes better and easier for the people that will be working there, right? And yeah, maybe that will keep them. I don't know. That's just one thing, and then probably good pay, but they pay them well. So I'm just guessing it's that stress of a thing. Yeah. So this new year, this early part of the year, came with its own problems for the PKC. PKC isn't moving the way it was last year. So in one of the meetings, the association meetings I attended, they were talking about it, and then they were saying that it's because something about the people that buy the PKC are people that are into pig farming most times, and maybe mostly pig farming. Mostly pig farmers are the people that buy the PKCs from us, and so they were saying something about this time of the year. The pigs are not that many or something like that because it's not a festive period, from what they said, because it's not a festive period, so their demand for the PKC has gone down, blah blah blah. But there were some people in the meeting that said that they were still selling their PKC just fine. So I don't know, maybe it's the area, and then I'm still kind of new to it, so I'm obviously going to have a bit of some hiccups in pushing out my PKC. So yeah, I just remembered. I was saying that I just remembered. So apparently, some people are watching my video diary sessions with me. Wow! Welcome, strangers. This is very, very what would I say? Just welcome, Jerry. Yeah, come along with me in my boring business, but like an interesting one to me, but probably boring to other people. I don't know, but yeah, come along with me as we document the journey. Yeah, this one that you're here now, will you stay with me to the end? Let's see. So yeah, actually, I'm really happy people are watching this with me. Maybe this will push me to make more, like to make my videos on time whenever I say I want to make them. Let's see. So welcome, and my new members. If you are using PKC, you know what PKC is? PKC is from kernel cake. So if you have use for it, please slide in, send me an email, whatever. Just looking for people that buy my PKC, but like I don't really have any on ground now because I've sold the last one. So after this new processing, there will be another set to sell. God help us. And at the beginning of this year, back to my gist, At the beginning of this year, the price of the kernels were just going up. I mean, I know that kernels were not in season, as palm kernels were not in season at the beginning of the year, but those increase in prices were crazy. I mean, like it went up by like, let's say I bought it today, the next day, earlier this year I bought it for like 440. Next time I wanted to buy was 445. The time after that it didn't even go to 450. I don't remember it being at 450, or it just went to 460, 465, 470, 475. Earlier this month I almost even bought it. No, it was last month, towards the end of last month. I almost bought it at 480. What even happened that I didn't even buy? So I already bought the first, like the guy that supplies it in two batches, because the capacity of his truck is 4.5, and I do 9. So he brings the first one, he brings the second one. So I had paid for the first one. Whatever happened was, so like I said, I had a hard time selling the palm kernel, so I had not completed the money for the second 4.5 to come, so I can join it to the first one. So it was kind of taking time, and as time was going, the guy said that he would not bring it till the money was complete. Maybe that was God. That was God though, trying to save his daughter. My dear, he now said that the second one, that at some point he now changed his mind. He now said that the second one that he was going to sell it at 480. I was like, hey, I already bought the first half as 475. Why can't this guy just give me this now at 475? And then he was like, no, it's 480. Well, I still didn't have money complete, so I was like, okay, let us first sell the PKC, then we know what's going on. Time really went by, and then by the time I now wanted to pay for it, turns out that the price of kernels have now come down, because this is palm kernel season. So I think they said the rainy season is the palm kernel season, and anytime from April, like this month, down to, I don't know, August, October, I'm not sure. So from now, don't worry, when it ends, I'll be here to tell you that it has ended. So from now till, I don't know, it's palm kernel season, so the price of the oil dropped. So that's the palm kernel oil. It dropped from, because it went well as the kernels were increasing, the price of the oil was increasing too. So yes, let me just also say that. So yeah, the oil was increasing and the kernels were increasing. So I think whenever the people supplying, because I think the people that supply palm kernels day to day have their own association. So I'm guessing when they get the news that the oil has gone up, they jack up the price of the palm kernels. The only thing that has been constant is that pickles and the wet cake. But they jack up the price of the palm kernels anytime. Oh, because at the time it increased to 230, then 233, then 235. And once these people were hearing it, so when it was 235, the kernels were 470. When it was 240, kernels now went up to 480. You get, so they were chasing the price of the palm kernels. So now that the oil has dropped, last I heard was 232. The price of kernels have now come down to 460. So as God could have it, the guy that was begging that please give me at 475 sold it to me at 460. So, but then this month hasn't really been great, because like I said, when my kernels arrive, I now have to join a queue, and it's on a first come first serve basis. So my kernels didn't arrive on time, so I was now kind of like at the back of the queue. And the factory I used, they kind of had a little bit of issues here and there with lights. So the light wasn't really stable. Although I'm kind of like close with the owner, so he was telling me that he was going to get another machine, that's another crushing machine, to add to the machine that he has. So he first got a second dryer, and I was really happy, because the first dryer takes about 2.5 tons at once to dry, and the second one same thing. So that means he can dry 5 tons at the same time instead of just drying 2.5. So you can dry 5 at the same time. That means in a day they can dry like 10, right? Because it takes like 4 hours to dry the kernels. So that means if they can dry 10 tons in a day, We don't have problem again. So it now remains the crushing machine for them to be able to crush, let's say give or take 8 tons a day and then complete the rest. So that means my 9 tons they can finish it in like 2 days. Do you understand? If he has like two of each of the machines. So he said that he has gotten a second crushing machine. So yay for him and yay for us too. Because that will make things faster. Right? Good news, happy. Bad news. So this week we're supposed to get to my turn. This is since my kernels arrived ending of March. Ending of March. The second one arrived maybe in the middle of this month because of the whole PKC problem. Lo and behold, they're about to enter my own kernels this month. And more rain this week. Rain fell on Monday. Was it Monday or be Sunday? The rain fell on Sunday and pulled down a lot of poles, like electric poles in that area. And I'm like, my God, what is going on? So like at this rate, when I'm trying to get to 18-20 tons in a month, it is zero for this month at this point because the month is already almost over. I mean, this is 24th, so we have just like, let's say that's 6 days to the end of the month. And it's currently, he wasn't even done with the one he was doing before this whole light madness happened. And I spoke to him yesterday and he was like, oh, more, they've not yet fixed it, but they said that they're fixing it one area at a time or so, from what he was saying. But it was a very, very devastating thing for me to hear. Like, more. I don't know if I should even blame Nigeria for this, or is it Nigeria's fault? The rain fell and pulled down the poles. And but couldn't they put the poles in a way that it will not fall? So yeah, let me not cry over something I cannot really control. So yeah, that's it on that. But hopefully now that he has two machines and two dryers, maybe next month, who knows, might be able to do 18, like might be able to do the 9 twice if he's able to like actually finish up the crushing at once. Like, I mean, since he's not going to this month, I mean, well, he's probably going to get to mine first week of May. And so if he's able to just like keep up with it, maybe before the end of May, we'll be able to do another one. And that means that going forward, that's sustainable. So yeah, that's an update of some sort. I can't really remember some things I said I was going to talk about. I feel like I wanted to talk about some certain things, but I didn't write them here, so I've kind of forgotten. Okay, so yeah, for the factory plan, so I'm thinking maybe we should push it back a bit, like push it down a bit. Maybe it was like the ending of the year, maybe even next year, so I can just like get really, really grounded. But I don't think getting grounded is really an issue. I just need to be able to find the right places, figure out some certain things so that in a month, like if I'm just crushing my own thing at my factory, in a month I should be able to do that my 9 tons like 3-4 times, right? From what I've seen, yes, if it's just a small factory, even if it's just a small factory with one machine, one dryer, I should be able to do it like 3-4 times in a month at least. That would really, really help. So I'm really looking at it, but I'll just take my time, one step at a time. Oh yes, another thing I'm really looking at is exploring markets outside Nigeria, especially for the PKC. Like maybe I can start with neighboring African countries and just try to export my PKC there, see if there's a market for it out there. I know there is. I've been doing my research. It just takes a while to get these things really sorted out. So yes, I'm really, really looking at that, so that I won't just be selling here. I mean, I will sell here, meet local demand, but if I can see from outside, I would really, really be happy about that. That would really make me happy, because exporting has always been one of like my goals as a business person, and I think this business will give me the opportunity to do that. So I'm really, really excited. So am I still as excited as I was when I started the business? Hell yes. I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really looking out for how we can make like reach new heights per se. Yeah, that's like one of my goals. So for my other business, can you believe that after all the mouth I made in that last video, I did not do anything concerning that one. I didn't do okay. I did the live that I said I was going to do. I did the live. I got a few responses here and there, but this time around, I feel like that business needs a whole revamp. It needs a total revamp. That's for the other one, and I'll just come up with a plan. I probably won't share it here though. So that business is like my first baby, and it's just won't be happy to make me happy to see it just die. But at the same time, you know that thing that they say, you need to know when to let the business go. Like if it's not given again, like if it's not working out, if it's not working out again, to let it go. But like, how do I know the difference between that time and just knowing when to like just press on, like change something and go at it? I am of the opinion. Sorry, I am of the opinion that whatever you put your hand at, like if you put in all your effort, like you put in enough effort, it will always work out. I don't know. Is that a good mindset to have? I think it is. Like whatever it is, if you just like have proper plans, put your mind to it, I believe it will work out. The same way, I also feel like there's no wrong business. So you know the way people always say, "Oh, you solve a need, blah blah blah, do this, do that, do that, do that." I feel like no matter what you bring out, there's always going to be a market for it. There's always going to be an audience for your type of content. There's always going to be a market for whichever product that you bring out. I mean, I'm sure like when people were bringing out, so you know that thing that just off the top of my head that helps you to wear your shoes that you used to put on your shoes so that you don't have to like pull the back of your shoe to get your foot in. I don't know if I'll be able to describe it properly. When you're thinking about something like that, like you probably be thinking, who needs that? But it came out and then actually people do need that to put on their shoes. And so many other things actually, like so many other products that you see out there, you just be wondering that who would have thought that these things would be needed, or it would make people want to, like people would want to buy something like this. But apparently people do. People do. So yeah, I feel like there's an audience for everybody, there's a market for every business and every product. You just need to stick around long enough and try hard enough, which is what I'm going to do with both businesses that I'm currently doing, right? The palm kernel. Oh yes, I've done the registration. Yes. So yeah, I've registered with the government and all of that. So there's also that. So yay for that one. Now with the association to have paid my dues. So yay for that. What else? I think that's about it. Maybe I can add some clips from just maybe clips from the business that I've just made, like just some videos I've taken at the factory since then. I just chip some at the end, just because. Just because. Anyway, till we meet again. How did I even end the last one? Oh, I think I just said bye. This time I will say till we meet again. Oh, and to my new watchers, viewers, I hope you liked this. I really don't care actually, because this is a diary session and this is just me documenting my process. So if you like it, good. Don't like it, also good. But do have an amazing day. Bye bye.
No, you think it's never no. Why? I don't know.